Hello and welcome back to my channel. We got another K-pop backlog, a roundup of a bunch of comebacks that I am super late on. So check down in the description to see a list of all the different things that I'll be checking out today. Pick out what you want to see, what you might enjoy, or what you have been waiting for me to get to, and there are many of those. There are a lot of those. There are some core comebacks that I still am just so very late on, DAY6 being one of those, but we will be doing that today. We will be doing very anticipated comebacks for myself that I have not gotten to, including TripleS and Billlie, and then some others I'm sure will be thrown in there as well. Like I said, check the description to find what you want, and also let me know things that you've also been waiting for. Definitely DAY6 has been one of those most requested for sure, and I'm finally excited to get to it here today. As where I have been, it's just been, man, ever since I got back from my trip, things have felt so strange. I felt like my headspace has been just so out of it. Felt very much not like myself, but really, instead of like forcing myself to just record things and to do things, just focusing more on taking care of that aspect. And I found that getting back into a very standardized like sleep schedule and workout routine and just feeling healthier in general has increased my mood and my motivation and made me want to do all of this rather than forcing myself. And when it starts to feel forced, of you feeling the anxiety of, oh no, I'm missing out on this news or this drop of this song or that, and it starts to just straight up feel like proper job, it isn't as fun to do anymore, and you probably don't have the best content either when you put on that kind of vibe when checking things out. So I'm in a good mood now, so that's why I'm recording now. So yeah, focusing a bit more on myself, and that's where I have been, and these delays have been. So let's get right to it. And first up is one of the comebacks I have been most looking forward to, which is TripleS, Visionary Vision. Their song Hit the Floor, their album, by the way, which is a full album. I thought we were just throwing in another little tiny subunit in here. We're getting a nice mini. This is a full-ass album? We got 10 songs on here. This group has put out so much music over the last 2 years. At what point is it almost too much? There are so many groups that I extend myself to in K-pop that I listen to, that even the groups that are way up there for me, like a TripleS, I sometimes forget what songs are theirs because they just have so many already in such a short time frame that I kind of forget. So we will have to get to that, as we have done with all of our other TripleS albums. But yeah, 10 brand new songs. This, I think, is supposed to be a performance unit. They're also preparing their first Japanese push and have that unit coming as well. So in this unit, we have Yuyeon, Shinyu, Nagyang, Sohyun, Nian, Jian, Kotane, Yubin, Kaede, Lin, Hayden, and Yeonji. And I think Hayden is the leader of this group here. This is primarily supposed to be kind of like their performance unit, right? So I think that will be reflected in what we get here for the comeback. I know it is very retro hip-hop inspired. That's kind of all I do know about it. But then for being a performance unit as a whole, for having a full album here, I'm wondering how that's going to play out then for a lot of these other songs, and if they're going to have a lot of different like promoted choreographies and live stages for them. So let's get to it. Visionary Vision with Hit the Floor. Let's go. The yawn. Wow, this is your typical signal right here of just chaos and constant chatter. The full range spectrum of emotion. Oh. Oh. Oh my god! Yoon and the Pink Bob. Dude, Jin is crazy striking. Oh, there's a whole slew of people losing their shit for this. A lot of non-TripleS fans are learning Sungin's name. Woo! The pink bob. Oh man, Lin is eating this concept up, dude. That was such a sick shot. Really love the melodic portions of this song too. Ugh. I mean, well, this is by far TripleS's like hardest concept yet. Hardest not just in the sense of it being hard in general, the beat fucking slaps in the song, but also they're a group that has always extended themselves to a variety of concepts and sounds, but never anything that would be necessarily like unexpected or out of their scope exactly, while at the same time they are all very unique. That's one of the great things about them. You have 24 members, you're afforded this ability to really extend yourselves and take the unique like talents and specific abilities of members and mix and match them and make all different types of styles. And here, going for something more aggressive and more hip hop focused, they smashed it. Especially when you're mixing in members that also, you have members like Yeonji in this as well, who are still killing it as well. But I gotta say, just the facial expressions, the energy, Lin in this really, really, really smashed this concept. Let's check this out again. Pause, talk some more. Oh, man, the chorus is really fucking catchy. I'm loving the 90s throwback sound. I like the melodic elements of this song more so than, like, say, I'm thinking of something that was similar very recently, like the latest Young Posse comeback, which I do like, but this, I think, is overall just a bit more polished and more complete for me. It's, I guess, that is the point of Young Posse, though, to be a bit insane. So it plays to the music itself, too. I'm sure that is someone's cup of tea for sure. I mean, I enjoy it at a base level, but this just feels a bit more up my alley. Oh my god. Hold on, I want to see the group shot here. Knocking with the straight up Nelly bandage on her face. Also, man, was I gaslit so hard. I don't even want to hear it. I remember back when I don't know which XG song it was. I was like, yeah, like I understand they got like stickers and you know, gems or whatever on their teeth, but if you're telling me that that is not supposed to be a stand-in for grills in some way, you're absolutely insane. And now I feel like I've seen it in 30 K-pop videos ever since then. It's clearly supposed to be that, but is whatever. This is one thing that always bothered me. I was being gaslit. Real fellas. She's so good in this, man. too. Everyone makes the most of their center screen time. Speaking of which, What a style switch up. Trying to pay attention to a little bit of the lyrics this time around. Oh my god, she looks so confident. Power shot, man. Whoa. Good in his outfit there. Seriously though, in like the strong servant face to the camera, I never expected here to be Sohyun to ever be really outdone, because she embodies that for sure. But Lin hitting something different in this, man. Like, I don't know if this is supposed to, a lot of these aspects in the part where they're like in the dressing room is supposed to, wow, her expression here is supposed to speak to the idea of maybe the concept of that there are multitudes to them, that there are like different sides of them, which is why we shift from kind of this like sweet expected exterior. I mean, they both kill it. This shot is so sick. I love that really harsh synth in the back here too. God. Stacking the bikes. Oh, and now here there's the low bass line. They got like an early 2000s Beamer. Oh man, this hits harder the second time around. What is burned out in the flames back there? I don't know if anything was written. Oh, this is good. You know, this is only going to be even better when I get to the live stage of this, that it's going to slap. Hopefully they actually have a in-house like produced performance video as well. I'd love to see that too, just with some really like deliberate camera angles and everything. But yeah, and now a whole nother full album on my plate. I feel like I'm already behind on maybe like 12 to 15 somewhat recent albums like within the last 6 months that I need to get to, and just throw another one on top of the stack, man. But yeah, this is a banger, and TripleS just continues their absolute dominance. I don't really know what else to say, and I don't even know if you could say like this comes with a sense of bias somewhat, because they were my favorite new group last year. They come from a label head that I was once conflicted on, with many people were conflicted on, and now really like. Madhouse just doing all the right things, really just pushing all the right buttons, and you love to see it, and it's just another hit for me. This one's got 11 million views in 6 days. You love to see it. I'm going to have to get this album as well at some point, but so very good. Let me know your thoughts on TripleS's Visionary Visions. Hit the floor And yeah, join me on Patreon and Fourth Wall for the album at some point. But this is a must listen to. But at some point, I will have it for you. Next up on my list is another one of my favorite groups, and that is Billlie, another group that has really just put up back-to-back bangers and also have some of the best B-sides, honestly, in the game. And I would really say is probably, even though they're not like in super small time status exactly, I would still say that they're one of the most slept on groups, period, out there. So let's check out their pre-release Trampoline as well as their proper comeback Remembrance Candy, which I think IU had some hand in helping to write or just straight up wrote it. I don't know. I know she's attached to it in some degree, which is really cool. I'm going to be seeing this group in less than 2 months down in Berkeley. So are you seeing them on tour? You should. Trampoline. Back together again, the whole group.
일이 풀리지 않을 때 걱정이 산더미일 때 좋은 방법도 오르네 당장 뛰쳐나가 어릴 적 기억 속에 기보다 높은 그곳 내 온몸을 더 던질 때 색은 달라졌었지 미치서 다르던 공기를 보르다지 가벼워진 거 How can I explain
Oh, hold up, roll it back. That is one of the main things that I have just from the get-go loved about Billlie and loved specifically about their B-sides is that their production is just like second to none, man. Mastercraft shit. The video is very simple and very cute. Oh, this is vocal ear candy, man. I even like the trumpets thrown in there, whatever the hell that was. Listen, I can put up with this current skirt from you. Dude, I mean, are you hearing this? What a great slide and drop into that chorus. Whoa, what are all these like all different representations of them? We saw that before with like the cassettes and the cranes. There are a lot of things in this that I normally don't like, but they're making it work. I don't want to hear anyone scatting. I just do not like that. You're throwing in horn trumpets in there, it can work, maybe not. Skirts, normally not my cup of tea. It's all working. You're making it work. Very jazzy. As simple as a video it is, it's got style, which really has always had in spades. lot of different symbolic elements, though, too, from them in general. Autumn is so pretty. It really did seem to like harken back to some free-spirited time or something like that, which is like the kind of the embodied idea of jumping on a trampoline to be like a youthful childhood kind of spirit, and all these different elements that they're showing here too. Whenever I paused it before with all the elements there frozen, are also kind of calming, therapeutic, different like objects, almost like totems in some way. There's always been some kind of spiritual element, I feel like, to a lot of the visuals and the narrative behind a lot of Billie's stuff as well. But the production on this is crazy. I'm rolling it back a good bit because I want to hear a good bit more, but not listen to the whole song because I got a lot to get to. But man, just unbelievable. Like the layering of the vocals, all the disparate elements that really make up still an incredibly cohesive song and a just very, very well made, polished ass song. There they are. Like, I don't even know if this makes sense, but just because there's like an adjacent horror element and largely they deal with films like that, I don't know if this will make sense at all. But with the style of Billlie, with the level of quality that they have, and yet at the same time they still feel very small scale at the same time. They're like the A24 of K-pop groups to me. That's what it feels like, honestly, and that's a really good thing in my book. The ones that know, and just enjoy the amazing shit that they put out. God damn. That was really, really good. Again, even for like a very simple video, I think that they smashed it. Really, really great stuff. Ooh, they even got this nice little like film grainy particles going all over the place. All right, now let's move on to Remembrance Candy, which is a really interesting name that sounds like makes me think of Pokemon and like the rare candies that would level up your Pokemon. Here's their Yeti man. They can have all the different characters. They're connected. They keep talking about these candies. Ooh. They work Moonso's raps into these songs so seamlessly. I love that beat. I love how they worked it into the stone skipping before. That short hair, man, everyone's bobbing it up in K-pop. I love that part in the mix. What is this outro? I mean, I'm not hating on it. I like it, but interesting. Yeah, even with the credits here, a lot of their stuff feels very art film in some ways. It feels very theatrical. This being very, very connected to Trampoline in kind of the same way of like almost reliving some youthful happy memory or just a more pure time. And then this being kind of like, what is your conduit for that? Like, what is the thing that triggers you to that memory? And here it is like depicted through the candy that you taste that maybe reminds you of your childhood. And then the way that they kind of carry these symbols throughout, like even here at this ending scene, you have all these balloons here that very much like replicate the same like jar of candy that they kept showing in a lot of different ways. You have the clouds here above, and even in Trampoline, they were talking about, you know, the clouds that look like cotton candy. There's a very like playful, kind of like childlike mind, kind of slant to a lot of these lyrics. All very well made, and so every time I see a lot of their stuff, it feels like there's just so much care and like love given to the whole package of what they put out. And this also being a very... Also, if there's anything more like almost like art housey or indie about all of their names in terms of their album names, all of their album names have that kind of flair to them. But really bold to have this as like the primary title track. We didn't have like a single bit of like choreography or a performance scene in this whatsoever, and it's kind of an understated song. And what I kind of love about Billlie is they don't really ever seem like they play to that like trend exactly. And even if they do in some respects, like yes, they have put out a title track that was like a bit rock inspired when that seemed popular, and even some of their songs being more like understated previously. I feel like this one is the most like maybe bold move in terms of just how non-title track it feels in some ways, but I can totally appreciate that. And you know that they're going to have something that is a bit more big or performance heavy, I'm sure, on the album itself. Let's check this out one more time. I don't know exactly why we have our Yeti in there in the beginning of this necessarily. If you ask me about the grand scope of where we're going, because I know that like we have a lot of these different youthful symbols throughout this, is because Billlie, like that is not the group, but like the character that is in this narrative is like a missing child, right? Dead child? Like, I don't even know where we're at. Is this a spectral child? Are we reaching out to her now as like a ghost? I have no clue, but I'm having fun with it regardless. Wow, everyone looks so pretty this comeback. Suzuki, like, but yeah, she bites. She bites that. Here's our bird in the cage. Love how her vocals ring out here and everything cuts away. So bouncy. Refreshing type song. Vocals are sitting high. Wow, I love this here. Here's our cassette. Same thing there with like the colorful eggs that kind of represent those little colorful candies too. Me after Taco Bell. Sorry. Wow, these lyrics are so good. Very evocative. Melt the memory through the candies. And you know exactly what that's like, that kind of bittersweet feeling of remembering, of just nostalgia in general. Nostalgia is inherently bittersweet. The feel-good but sad flavor. When something hits you like that too, so suddenly. And the way in that scene that they unpack all those eggs and like the candies and gems and whatnot coming from the safe, I think, right? It comes from a safe. It is just like the vault of your mind that keeps all of these memories packed in. And every now and then you get a taste of one of those candies and it slips out of the vaults and you get to kind of remember the past. My God, some of these shots, man. Holy crap. Like, that's the thing. This video in general, people would see as being pretty simplistic, and it kind of is, but I feel like it is so finely polished. Once again, like, the color grading on this video in general is beautiful. These outdoor scenes. Always gotta be breaking into some goddamn house at the end. So they're all paired off here until they all come rushing in. We do have Moonstone at the end there. I don't know if that's supposed to be like have to do with, you know, the hiatuses and things like that, but and like, you know, coming all together as one yet again. I'll also like the change up of their logo here. Two great, excellent songs, man. Great, excellent songs. I would say that the one that I am probably going to come back to the most is Trampoline. I think that's just like a master class in production. It's so much fun. It's so interesting. It fucking goes places. Not to say that Remembrance Candy doesn't do the exact same thing too. I just see myself gravitating on repeat listens to Trampoline probably a lot more. And I know that the B-sides of this album are also going to be 10 out of 10, as they really always are. This group, not just like stylistically, and the vibe I get in some ways mirrors Red Velvet in a strong way to me, but in the same way that people will just, till the end of time, talk about the B-side quality of a group like Red Velvet, I see a lot of that in Billlie too. I see them as like such like a great pairing that like if you really enjoy Red Velvet, you should be listening to Billlie. I feel like, especially if like the like horror adjacent kind of vibe is something that you are into. Here I am trying to sell you on Billlie after you just finished this, and if you're still here, you know how good they are. I can't wait to finally see them live, and hopefully you catch them on tour as well. Next up is the comeback that you guys have probably been asking for the most, which I have just neglected to get to. Yes, I was out on vacation when this came out, but at this point it's almost been like 2 months that this has been out, so just a disgrace, but I'm finally getting to it. DAY6's Meltdown, and not just like did this drop, but I'm pretty sure Sungjin is putting out like his first full album pretty soon as well. And they finally announced 2 tour dates, just 2 tour dates for next year, with them going to New York and LA. And it's at like the worst time too, where like I'm making the decision that, do I stay here? Do I move back to New York? And it's basically in that like week leading up to when I would be moving back, if anything. So it is like both hard to fly down to LA, which is normally very easy, and I totally would for DAY6. And I also wouldn't be back in New York just yet. So it's like, oh man, they're like one of those bucket list groups for me that I really hope they end up adding more tour dates, but I just don't necessarily see it yet. Maybe next year. This seems almost like a testing ground in some ways, because I don't see you playing New York and then LA, or whichever, vice versa, and then somehow adding more dates in between. You know, it just makes no sense. But yeah, that killed me. I wish it was like in January or February or any month other than April, which will be probably a mess for me. But yeah, they put out their album Band-Aid, which I also must get to. Their last album was so good. One of my favorites of the year. I really do love it. Have that and their other albums over on Patreon Fourth Wall if you want to go back and listen. But let's get to Meltdown first. Actually, I intended on including, I think, their live performance that they've got, their live clip of Monster. I'm just going to throw that into the album reaction when I inevitably do that. So we're just going to be checking out Meltdown today. Let's get to it. Oh, we're filling the ultra wide. So someone's going to be cut off for you. Little snowman. Oh, classic. That DAY6 sound is like a warm blanket. They're giants in Korea. Yo, that shot threw me for a loop. Whoa. That melody also took me by surprise. Every JYP group performs on the Han River at some point. Wow, this is pretty. He is a god! All this colored smoke is reminding me of like the Shoot Me video. Youngka is just living out the rock star dream. Wow, that song felt like it left me breathless. It just did not let up at all. We have our melted happy snowman. Yeah, the song seemed to be about like almost just the vibe of this group in general, about, you know, spreading their good vibes throughout their fan base. And you have all this colored smoke bursting all over Korea. You have all of the ice melting. Although, you know, we're getting towards winter, so this is maybe like the opposite time to be doing that. But one thing that I love about Day6 is that, like, through the hiatus and all the turmoil that happened and everything, you expected that maybe, at least I did, it had been so long, and I really did expect that maybe we had heard like the last of them as like Day6. And if anything, from what I see, at least, I don't know if I'm just in an echo chamber or what, on Twitter and stuff on YouTube, they seem to be killing it more than ever these days. They seem to be like almost as popular as ever in some respects, especially if you take in like the inflation cost of just K-pop in general is just way more, it's just way more filled with so many more groups and things that you can lend your ear to, that you would expect them to just fall to the wayside, and like the opposite has happened. And what I see as that, like the core reasoning for why that is just the absolute like passion for the members to carry it all on, to just continue all of this, and to constantly work. And I think that it has like overcome all of those issues completely, and not just that portion, which I think is primarily the main focus, but also just the fan base being like there and waiting for them to, you know, come back and now flourish. So I love to see it. That's the thing. I didn't look at the venues of those two tour dates, but people were saying that the venues are kind of small. So I'm hoping that doesn't sell out in an instant, because I'm still probably going to at least try for a ticket, even though I don't even know if I can go. But yeah, it's a lot of people saying, well, they feel more popular than ever right now in some respects, and they chose such a small venue. I don't know if necessarily that is true. People will take like pure like views on YouTube videos as like the source for that. I don't know what sales look like necessarily, but I'm just saying overall experience, it really feels like that is the case in some ways. And this song just feels like your distillation of the vibes I get from Day6 a lot of the time. Yes, they have plenty of songs that can make me cry, but more often than not, even the ones that are bittersweet and can make me cry, they're more joyous than everything. They're such a feel-good, comforting band. And I feel like that this song as a whole is just a very, very comforting in spreading that joy, and you kind of get that in the video itself. There are a couple of shots in here that I want to look at too. This video feels expensive, by the way, especially compared to like Welcome to the Show, which did not. Love this set that they've got here. But there are aspects to this song too that, even though the melody of the chorus kind of surprised me, it didn't go where I expected it to. The verses of this song are a bit harder than the rest of it. I like it. A lot of it is a testament to Sungjin's voice. Like, these portions sound a bit more raw with Sungjin than Yoontae. This shot is so sick. That is so sick, reflecting. Oh my god. He is... The one bill eyes are totally sharking there. lyrics are cute. Haha, don't smile. Yeah, and the color slowly spreading in the video from all the desaturated tones, cool tones we had. Oh god, this part is sick. This is what I meant about Young K living out his life as a rock star. He really just kind of has it all, not just like his writing skills and everything, but he's got the face, he's got the looks, he's got the talent, and he just kills it on camera. He really is living out his rock star life. And now he's got superpowers. Speaking of superpowers, ONEPILL's voice will always get me. And I love this kind of look here too, of like, you kind of see it as them spreading the color throughout the city and everything, but now that's carried on to those that listen to their music, their fans, also giving them the same thing back. That's not only like, are they melting the ice around our heart kind of thing, but that we give them that same kind of energy to help them through their struggles, which just kind of refers back to the whole hiatus bit that I was mentioning before. And this is what all K-pop fans want their fans to be. To put out those good vibes, do those kind of things. It's not what a lot of them get. Said it on I think I say it at this point on 10% of my videos. If you just stay off Twitter and you just don't pay attention to the worst people in a lot of fandoms, then it really sometimes is what shows. And on a lot of live shows that I've been to, mostly everyone is just the best kind of person. During the show, sometimes not, because people get mob mentality. But after the show or before the show, the people I talk to, everyone is just so nice at K-pop shows. More of that. He's got a powerful smile. Such a sick extended shot. I never listened to ONEPILL's album, the B-sides and everything. I never did that. For being my bias in this group, I think I would. Ooh. Oh, that's good shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, I very much enjoyed that. I thought the video was so sick too. I'm really excited to check out this album. I'm sure we're going to have some real good bangers on this one, just as we did with the last album. Let me know what you thought about Day6's Meltdown. If you are in the US, are you going to attempt to see them at one of these two shows? I'm sure it's going to be, if they are actually small venues, that it will be like a bloodbath for those tickets. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try my best. I'll probably get ones for LA, I guess. Just on the off chance I'll be able to just go in and out real quick. But hopefully they do end up touring elsewhere or again in 2025. We will see. Let me know your thoughts. All right, next up, we've got YENA with NEMONEMO. Now, this stands for square, metaphor for square. I read a little article that I guess a small interview that she had about this song, that it reflects or is a metaphor for the idea of love, that things go smoothly at points and things have sharp edges at points. And Zico, I think, helped write this song. And also, she wants to kind of harken back to the feelings of Orange Caramel and After School. So I don't know what we're about to get from this exactly. I think from what I have seen on just small clips, because this did come out like 3 weeks ago, pretty late on this, and I have been really missing my YENA. It's been 9 months since Good Morning came out, which I really enjoyed. And I think that we're kind of back to some cute YENA, which Good Morning was cute YENA as well. Anything YENA is cute YENA, I guess, except for like Wicked Love. But this seems to be much more in the lane of like the first two solo tracks that she put out. So let's see what we get with NEMONEMO. Even the earth is a square. Everything's a square. Oh, it is so J-poppy. Oh my god. She's so cute. Everyone's a cardboard box. Oh, it is J-pop to the max. Oh my god, that outfit! Hello, buns! Her hair.
가만히 있어봐. 이건 뭔데?
She's so expressive. I like that slowdown in the pre-chorus. I could watch this girl do anything. She's just so charming. Oh, that was a good cut. Dude, her eyes there, those contacts. Wow, that part sounded like another song. That is a look, ma'am. Her videos are a fever dream. There's so much work that's put into these two. The sets and the outfits are insane. If someone were to sell me on a concept like this that has a heavy J-pop influence, it's someone like YENA. Because am I supposed to know who that is? Because it says cameo. Is that... Maybe that's who it was there at the bottom of the credits there. Park Kyung-soo? Am I supposed to know who that is? He looks so familiar. Like, very familiar. Anyway, what was I saying? That totally distracted me. Because typically this kind of J-pop instrumental is like really not my thing. I don't like a lot of J-pop just because it's like I know it's like the point, it feels so overly processed that it's not my thing. But I think for like the hyper aesthetic that YENA can really bring, that she did with like a lot of her early title tracks, that it is kind of fits with that aesthetic for sure. I think that they meld together really, really well, that it bothers me so much less here. It's not really anything that detracts from my enjoyment of the song itself. And also, she's so likable. She's so adorable. Her vocal delivery here kind of washes away all of my preconceived notions with that, and I can kind of take it for what it is. Also, her videos are just so amazing. They just give you the essence of like a early either like Saturday morning cartoon or just children's show in general. I get like super strong, and this is something I might have said in previous reactions to her because it feels so pervasive. Super strong Yo Gabba Gabba vibes or like some like odd Teletubby shit. It just feels like a children's show with the characters and the outfits that are in all of her videos. You even got that with stuff like Good Morning, like the her little minions and everything in that were so much fun, and they felt kind of like something ripped right out of a kid's show, and I kind of like that, and I think it really works well for the type of aura that YENA has. And then even like the songs that she went and switched things up and went for something a little bit more aggressive with Wicked Love. I love the hell out of that song. And then even the one that was the one that was a lot slower that I'm kind of forgetting the name of right now. That damn, didn't it have like references to Eternal Sunshine, I think, at some points. But yeah, that one too was also tremendous, even though I can't remember the name right now. So she does have that ability to give you a range. But I was really hoping, especially for how many times that I go back to Smiley or Smartphone, I wanted something that was more expressly cute and kind of upbeat. And this is totally that. And it might be with a instrumental that I typically don't like, but it doesn't bother me. Not at all here.
네모네모 네모네모 song.
It allows her to really be bold here and like almost take it even more over the top because the instrumental is meeting her there, you know? This just makes me want to watch more of her variety because she's just so entertaining. Look at how she's strolling here. Cute choreography too. I like how she makes a square with her fingers. Even a transformation scene, Sailor Moon style. That outfit is kind of an attack.
가만히 있어봐.
Our Minecraft dog. I love an angry YENA the same way in which I love an angry Chaewon. They give me the same energy. This is a song, though, because of that instrumental, I think I'm mostly going to enjoy this song with the music video or like with a live performance. It's something I'll probably like less just listening to by itself because of that. I'll start to like think about it too much, where here I'm largely distracted by YENA on the screen. and they fit together so perfectly. I really like that transition. Why did we used to draw chalk around dead? Like, what was that? Was that before we had fucking cameras to be like, here's where the body was? Now we know. No, we got to draw chalk around it so we remember where it was. Is that why? Why did we do that? I like that cute little castle archway performance scene. What is this reminding me of? Oh my god, it's stuck in my head. That look clears though. Top striker in her class. These are not cheap videos, man. I really like looking at these videos that have so much work into them and like lots of production behind it. They kind of give you an insight of just like how things are going sometimes. It's like when you could see a group have like a lot of, you know, production in their music videos, and as they get more popular, it raises, or as they simmer off a little bit, then, you know, you see the production start to degrade over time with the music videos. Here, like, damn, like this is some budget, man. And I think for the amount of times that I had to avoid this on social media to not like be spoiled with the song, I think that it is doing kind of well. It's 6.3 million views in 3 weeks. I think it's doing kind of well because I'm just seeing it posted a lot. Again, I never know if I'm in a particular echo chamber where I'm seeing lots of YENA because I click on lots of YENA. So that's the only reason. But I think that this was pretty good. Even if it's not my genre, typically they kind of converted me here for at least this song because it is YENA, and I think that she just fits well with this kind of sound. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on YENA's NEMONEMO. And I think this is attached to it. No, this is a single. This is a single. Although her last release, I'm pretty sure Good Morning was an album, wasn't it? And I just never checked it out, I think. No, I don't know who Baby J is, but I don't want Baby J's Good Morning. I want YENA's Good Morning. Go to album. Yes, it was Good Girls in the Dark, which I've actually heard good things about. That actually has a lot of plays too. Damn You and The Ugly Duckling. I haven't heard any of those songs, but I've heard at least that Good Girls in the Dark is quite good. Oh man, there's so many albums from this year that I have to get to. It's really insurmountable, but I have to try. But yeah, I did like this. Let me know your thoughts. And lastly, for this block of backlog songs, we're going to do a pretty new release, which is ITZY's Imaginary Friend. This is off of their new album. I have not yet gotten to the album. I'm actually super, like I've said previously in this video, super backlogged on albums in general. And it's also good when you know a release is coming like this to just wait for it before I actually get to the album itself. So I don't know the song, have not heard the song yet. I remember them saying that it's going to be very, very different from what we got with Gold, which I still find to be a slow grower, but I do like it overall. This one I think is going to be a bit more straightforward. So let's get to it. Whoa. Okay. I mean, Leo was killing it in center right there.
Who am I? The revolution. 환상 속에 태어나 새롭게 깨어난 your illusion. 넌 너의 상상 속에 존재해. 네 꿈들도 현실이 되게 숨결마저 함께해. Who am I? 믿을 수 있니? Oh, I'm a fallen angel, am I? Call out my name in the middle of the night. 왜 두려워 마? Call out my name, yeah. Call out my name in the middle of the night. 왜 두려워 마? You know I am your imaginary friend.
Oh, shit. We're not even halfway through the song, and I think I have already heard one of my favorite ITZY songs of all time, hands fucking down, no doubt. Holy shit, let's continue. Oh! What the hell? How was this not the lead title track here? You kidding me? Kwon Chaeyoung is a revelation. Vocal for Aruchi. Oh my god, this choreography, everything!
You know I am your imaginary friend. You know I am 너의 밤이 되어줄게. When there's monsters on your ceiling, I'll keep you safe.
Oh, and give her a song to shine. Oh my god, dude. This is just hitting all the marks. Dude, and you still crowned it at the end. You still crowned it at the end. I never thought I would ever kind of tear up to an ITZY song, honestly. For the songs that they kind of bring, that might sound like a slight, but just the style of songs they have, I mean, look at Gold. As weird as it is, its weirdness is still very ITZY. It's kind of what ITZY does in its weirdness. Oh, man, and then when you could bring just an emotion like this with this song, it's gorgeous. And it's one thing that I was kind of thinking but didn't voice when it came to my reaction of Gold, where I was like, oh, everyone is so excited that Leah's back here, and we're given a song that really can't lend to her full like vocal talent, and then you get more of it for sure here in this song. I adore this. This is definitely one of my favorite ITZY songs ever, period, right away. Right off the jump. One listen through. Incredible. Let's please, for God's sake, let's listen to this again. Holy shit. Oh, she starts it off too. Oh, they all look fantastic in this. They all just kill in this song, man. As someone that also just does love fun, silly, zany ITZY, I want more of this, please. I want more of this. Oh. I don't know how. I just keep. Is it because they get the the named producer? That I don't know who worked on this song, but is that why? Is that why that you make Gold your big? Is it just more ITZY like maybe? This song is 10 times the song Gold is, in my opinion. It is just my type of song. I think this should have been their main title track, man. This will, in the end, be the more popular song amongst ITZY fans, I think. I'm trying to wonder, wow, well, Jesus Christ. The way that this video is shot, too. In tone, could not be more different from Gold. I didn't know if they were literally talking about an imaginary friend here. I don't know if it's just that kind of part of your brain that might be your solace during a time of struggle, and they're showing, outwardly the physical manifestation of maybe inner turmoil or pain that they're dealing with, and that's just kind of the expression of it symbolically and like visually for the video.
Call out my name in the middle of the night 왜 두려워 마 Call out my name, yeah Call out my name in the middle of the night 왜 두려워 마 You know I am your imaginary friend You know I am
And that's Ryujin that leads the initial chorus. Oh my god, there's strings! Oh, the choreography of this is just so fantastic too. I am blasting it in my ears right now. It's just so good. She walks up into center for this dance break with purpose. The hands on the hips move, I just feel like it is quintessential ITZY in some respect. So then is this kind of the actual like visual look at what her imaginary friend would be, what she turns to? Well, I do like her, I don't mind her performance here. It doesn't detract from too much. No, I actually do like this part. I was gonna say, like, it was maybe not necessary to have a melodic rap verse, but I like it. It's not even really a rap verse. The build-up here, man. And then they delay it the second time around. Oh my god, man. The strings are just sending me to heaven. This song is so good. Holy shit. I just was like, let's do the other ITZY video that they put out, and I was expecting like that, a good song. This is so good. And I really like this transition between like this performance scene and the other, because this feels like with this big dark void that we have different visualizations of like the mind, like the scene of them kind of running in constant circles. That's this here, where there's almost, it feels like there's something that is supposed to be the real world, and then what is depicted in the mind. Oh, and it transitions so well. Manlia shines in this. Okay, chill. Oh, now they return back to this. They knew how good this fucking break was. They come back. Ten out of 10. Absolute smash banger. Oh, that is so good. Whoa. Give us more of that. Give us more of that, ITZY. Holy shit. It's just so incredible. Absolutely fantastic. This deserved to be their main lead title track. This deserves to be a hit. It is really fucking good. I want to watch a dance practice of this at some point or something. Maybe when I do the actual album reaction. God damn it! I'm just hyped up from this. got a lot of good music today. I just finished listening to the new Stacy comeback, and now this. It's just banger after banger, man. All right, well, let me know what you thought about ITZY's Imaginary Friend. I think that's one of their best songs they've ever put out. Unbelievable. Actually made me teary-eyed the first time through. But yeah, I need to get to that album now more than ever. This kind of amped me to do it. So add that one to the album list with all the others. Thank you guys for watching this backlog. Catch up with me. I still have many more things on that list. I just don't want to make it too long because then your likelihood of getting blocked goes way up, especially when you start throwing in too many JYP or SM stuff in there. That tends to go way up there. So we'll see how this turns out. But thank you so much for watching with me. Let me know what other things you'd like to be in my next backlog catch up, stuff that I've missed, whether it be 2 months ago or 2 weeks ago. So yeah, let me know. Join me on Patreon and Fourth Wall if you'd like to see some of those upcoming album reactions. I've been way too slow on there. While I haven't been posting too much on YouTube, I've also just been posting very sparingly on there. So I've got to kick everything up into gear, get back in that right headspace of all of this. And today I was just feeling so good. And I don't know if that really shows on camera, but I really am. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on all of these releases. Thank you guys so much. Subscribe, please, if you are new. I'd really appreciate that. And I'll see you all next time.